Now that we talked about the sliders, we're bringing you buns. But this is the full-size bun, 24-count authentic French brioche buns. If you've never had brioche bread or brioche buns, we're going to explain to you what's the difference between these and regular ones you buy in the grocery store. The thing that you get to choose is, do you want 24 hamburger buns or 24 hot dog buns, or maybe some of each, whatever you want. But you have to basically choose hamburger or hot dog. The one thing I will tell you too is that they come in packs of 6. So whatever you order, you'll get 4 packages of 6. And these, by the way, freeze really well. And so you can put this in the freezer and take it out whenever you want it. So don't think you gotta like eat all 24 right away, because you don't. Here's how the hamburger buns come, just like this. And they come in a package of 6. So you get 4 of these as well. Just letting you know. Okay, so let's just mention, these are brand new. You're the first ones to see them. This is an original recipe from France, but made in the United States. I want to bring in Damien Rabu. And Damien, welcome. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Good.
Wonderful. We're going to learn something about French cooking, and that is, what is a brioche bun?
Well, a brioche bun is an enriched bread. So it started about in the mid-20s in this very small village in France, where a little baker had a lot of extra butter on hand. Nobody wanted it, and nobody wanted to buy the butter. So instead of trashing it, he decided to incorporate the butter into his own bread, the dough, the bread dough. And voila, the brioche was invented.
Right. Well, I can tell you, I'm putting Sloppy Joe on this one right now, and then covering that with the top. These buns have a better flavor, and they also have a better texture to them than grocery store buns, basically, right?
Well, yeah, it's not like what you find in a grocery store. So I came in this country, obviously, from France, and I wanted to find something that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So I started my company when I was 26, so it's almost 25, 26 years ago.
Yeah.
And one of the many items that we're bringing to the American people is the brioche. But what makes the brioche very different from a regular burger bun is the butter.
Yeah.
So you can see the color. I don't know if you can really see that. There you go. It's better on your set. If you put your nose in it, it smells like butter. The shine
so good. It almost
comes from the butter as well.
Yeah, I wondered about that, because it almost smells like a croissant. And that's because it goes back to that French butter. We have a quick update for you. If you want the hot dog buns, they are almost gone, fewer than 200 left. And I love that they are sliced down the middle, you know, so they're a middle slice, not a side slice, which is great. If you want the hamburger buns, though, these are amazing. Real quick, I don't want to run out of time. I just want to tell everybody, like you said, you started the business almost 25 years ago. Listen to this. Yeah. This is a business that's part of the 4th largest bakery in the world. Euro Classic is one of the 4 largest bakeries in the world, and that's who is bringing these buns. That's pretty amazing unto itself. But this is unbleached, unbromated, low gluten content wheat flour, cage-free eggs, butter, sugar, and all you do is thaw and serve, right? And throw your burgers in.
That is correct. Thaw and serve. It won't come to you frozen.
Yeah,
but
right.
Keep them in a freezer. It takes about 10 minutes, not even, to thaw.
Yeah.
And what I want to point out is they are so light,
yes,
they melt in your mouth. You know, I always say a good sandwich, a good burger starts with the bread. You could have the best bun, the best
burger.
Patty, but if you don't have the bread that comes with it, so once you bite into it, it literally melts in your mouth. And that's because of the butter. That's a butter effect.
That is amazing. I'm just picking it apart just to show you the texture of it. And you know, when I grab it, it's so moist for bread. You know how you buy buns sometimes and they're just, you know, they're dry. They're dry. You want to know why we add so much ketchup and mustard and all that jazz? Because the bun is dry. Not
but with this,
these.
you don't have to.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Right.
You could put one of those sliders in here. Yeah.
It does not break. It just pulls apart because of the butter. We added some eggs. That was not part of the original recipe from the 20s, but the bread adds a little bit more texture to the dough. Also, the fact, very interesting fact, you mentioned an unbleached unbrominated wheat flour.
Yeah.
Well, the flour that we use in France or in Europe is very low in gluten.
Yes.
So you get that flaky, that light, soft crumb.
Right.
Same for the French croissant.
I'll tell you, I always wondered why they were a different color. And it's because of the butter, both on the exterior, because it's been just washed with the butter. Yeah. And washed, I mean, like you put a wash of egg over something, you know, that type of thing. But it's also the butter. And that's why, you know, to me, it's like I don't eat burgers all the time, but when I'm going to eat one, it better be awesome. And so that's the beauty of this. I'm going to just also remind you, if you want the hot dog buns, we don't have hot dogs in our show today, but you can go on QVC.com and there should be some hot dogs on there that you could order to go with these. But I want to remind you, so if you want the hot dog bun, it opens up. We have 100 remaining. All of the buns come in 4 bags of 6. What I did when they sent me some samples, I took one of the bags, I put it in the freezer, left the other bag out so we could eat it and eat with it. And then that's the hot dog ones. Here are the hamburger buns. Trust me when I tell you, if you want to serve or eat the best hamburger buns, these are the ones. I had never really had brioche hamburger buns before in my life, and it's really something. It was a whole new experience for me, Damien. I love it. I really, truly do. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much for bringing us to QVC. Thanks for having me. Absolutely. You are welcome. And of course, if you want hot hamburgers to go in those buns, you can either go to QVC.